Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. So my dears, welcome to this week's Tuesdayly listening and hearing our Srila Narottam Das Thakur of Shri Shri Prema Bhakti Candrika. Radhe Mahabhav. So we are listening verse 100. It's a very beautiful verse. And at the end of the purport, there is a poem by Narottam Das Thakur. It's so sweet. Lila rasa sada gana Yugala Kishora Prama Pratana Koribo Abhilash Divane Marane Araki Chunahi Che Kohedina Narotamadas. I will pray with a desire to always be able to sing about the Rasika pastimes of the Yugala Kishore, who are my very life. The fallen Narottam Das says, in life or in death, I don't want anything else. I will pray with the desire to always be able to sing about the Rasika pastimes of the Yugala Kishore, who are my very life. The fallen Narottam Das says, in life or in death, I don't want anything else. Purport. Desires in life and in death. In this Tripadi, Srila Thakur Mahashai reveals his prayers for the fulfillment of 3 of his prayers, both in life and in death. Lila Rasa Sadagan Yugala Kishora Pran Pratana Koribo Abhilash. He will always sing of the Rasika pastimes of the Yugala Kishore. He wants the adolescent pair, Shri Radha Mohan, to become his very life. He desires his long desired or coveted devotional service. Although these things are natural to Srila Thakur Mahashai, who is the embodiment of Prema, still, since Bhakti is by nature insatiable, means there's no way to quench the thirst for Bhakti or the desire to hear. There is no way. Or also because he is naturally most humble, he reveals these 3 aspirations. He proclaims that these 3 prayers of his should be the means and the goal of the Gaudiya Vaishnava and their aspirations in life and in death. So, and then Baba is continuing in the purport to just somehow open the 3 prayers for us. The first of these 3 prayers is Lila Rasa Sada Gana. Here the features of Lila are the names, the forms and the attributes of the features of Kirtan. And they are understood to be hearing and remembering. So we are hearing the Leelas and we are remembering the Leelas. Sri Krishna's holy names, forms, attributes, and pastimes are all rasa, most relishable. Rasa means also nectar, like in nectar juice. Always one likes to drink nectar. And of course, we are drinking nectar by the ears. So Sri Krishna is the embodiment of ecstasy and flavor. And this flavor becomes manifest in his names, attributes, and pastimes. Krishna Nama, Krishna Guna, Krishna Lila Vrinda, Krishna Rasva Rupa Sama Satchit Ananda. That is a quote from Chaitanya Chaitamrita that Krishna's names, Krishna's attributes, and Krishna's pastimes are all inherent, means naturally inside of Krishna, like his own body, and they are all transcendental. So that is the special blessing by hearing, by chanting, by listening about the transcendental pastime of Sri Radha Madhav, Sri Radha Mohan, Sri Radha Govinda. All these energies, they are enlivening the spirit soul. And now comes the point that we are always eager to listen, and that is our heart. And Baba never leaves it out. He says, the tasty names, pastimes, and attributes of Sri Krishna, who is the embodiment of all divine flavors, the embodiment of ras, are even more sweet and relishable when they join with the tasty names, form, attributes, and pastimes of Sri Radharani, who is the embodiment of Mahabhav. In the same way, the attributes, pastimes, and so on of Prema Mai Shri Radha are experienced in the most delicious way, along with the attributes, pastimes, and so on of Rasa Raj Shri Krishna. So Baba is here, first of all, saying that listening about Krishna is already so uplifting for any spirit soul, listening about his divine form, how he is doing everything he is doing. So that is like a general glorification of Krishna. But then he says, when the holy name and form and pastimes of Radha combine with Krishna, then they become more sweet and more relishable. So here we are in Vrindavan Dham, because that's the place where Radha and Krishna always perform and sport in their divine exchange of love. So when they combine, then we have the highest rasa and the highest bhav. That means the highest relishment of divine, transcendental, loving exchange, and for a manjari, the highest possibility to serve that special ras and mahabhav. And here Baba says something, and if you agree, Gurudev, and you have a minute, I would like to ask you a question about that also, because that is a very, very sweet sentence. He says, therefore, the practicing Gaudiya Vaishnavas take their identification with their Siddha Rupa along to relish the flavors of the divine pairs, forms, attributes, and pastime, thus experiencing bliss and delicacy that stands supreme throughout the spiritual world. I repeat, Gurudev, it's so nice. Therefore, the practicing Gaudiya Vaishnavas take their identification with their Siddha Rupa along to relish the flavors of the divine pairs, form, attributes, and pastimes, thus experiencing bliss and delicacy that stands supreme throughout the spiritual world.
This is the beauty of our Sarup. In Sarup means we always see our Swami and his lover Mohan. And that is the supremacy of the spiritual world. Supreme thing is this. that in every circumstances, when we are in our Sarupa awareness, we are always fixed in our Ishtade. This cannot pass for without desire. This, this was the quotation of Narayan Maharaj. He said that. So this is, if we have a desire, we can achieve.
Yes, so nice, Gurudev. And without taking the spiritual form along, it is also not possible to serve Radha and Mohan in their most intimate leelas.
Yes. Yeah. It's very different.
So we have to take it along, Gurudev. How to take it along? Can you give us some help to always take it along?
This book is spicy also. Kill you like it. Along means we have to along means together. Means with our Gurudev. Gurudev is following Rupa Raghunath. Together we have to practice by their directions, not my individual, my desire. What they do, same. That is parampara. My Gurudev, how he do, my Rupa Raghunath, how he do. That way we have. So Narayan Maharaj is always telling, we are Rupanuga. Rupanuga means we associate with them and we follow their path. That is the beauty of our line, that we don't want to do myself what I like, I do. Not possible. Then it's not Gaudiya Vaishnava. In name of Gaudiya Vaishnava, I want to do something. But Gaudiya Vaishnava means they only follow the path, what the Mahajan do. And with them we have to, who has this greed in life. Right?
Yes, Gurudev. Rupa Raghunatha Phade Rahu Mora Ash Pratana Karo Ye Sade Naratamada.
Our all Mahajan is one path. Rupa Raghunath Padera. Always that this is the only hope for us. There is no other way out. So you very beautiful subject you select. This is the only
And
way.
it's so beautiful how you say that along means to come along all of others who are going there, Guru Manjari, Gurudev, our Rupa and Raghunath, and our all acharyas. We have to come along with them.
Because
We have to go and walk in their footsteps.
Yeah, along. That is Sajatism.
They take us along also, Gurudev. Always waiting, right?
Yeah. There is no conflict behind that. We are all one brother and sister for one board.
So beautiful.
There is no conflict between us. And if somebody creates conflict, group is not different way of thinking.
Here Srila Thakur Mahashai only says Leela Ras because within Leelas, the form, attributes, and name are included.
Wow.
Everything is inside the Leela, Gurudev, because the Leela is a divine sports, pastime, or let's say now time, eternal time. With other words, when hearing and chanting of the divine pastimes or lila, the hearing and chanting of their forms and attributes are included. It's not separated.
Right.
And then he mentions singing or gana, because with singing, the process of hearing also reaches perfection.
Right.
Another reason for saying gan instead of kirtan is that if the flavors of the divine couple pastimes or leelas that are already ever so sweet are sung with nice tunes and rhythms, it is a great cause of melting of the heart.
Singing is living in that. Living there. So heart is melting and voice is coming.
Yes, that is the beauty of liking to listen or the gan or the singing, the kirtan, because when somebody is singing with all of their heart, then also my heart can become a little bit melted. And even though maybe I feel my heart is like a stone, but by singing together.
You know, you are a magician. When you are singing, others are singing, repeating. Then your heart is melting.
Yes.
Then you singing. Then the other repeat, more melting. That way, the whole vibration change.
Yes.
So this is mellow. They come in one mellow and one rhythm. Rhythm is a mridanga, that mellow giving Krishna with the flute, and rhythm gives Radhika with the dancing.
Bah. Nice.
Without them, there is nothing. All is depend on him. So when the manjaris are start singing, then they also dancing, and they are in the rhythm and mellow. And we also feel this. This mellow become with the Swami rhythm more beautiful.
Wow. Yes, it's the rhythm Gurudev of her steps and also of the nupurs, of all these bells and all these, beautiful sounds that are coming from her divine dance. And the mantras are all, in tune. Like you say, what is the feeling of a good kirtan? To be in tune, to be like an orchestra of love.
And right rhythm. You see, the flute give the mellow, harmonium give the mellow, mridanga give rhythm. Why we do that? Because this rhythm will connect me to Radha rhythm. And this, my singing will connect with the Krishna's flute.
And all services will come from that, Gurudev, from the mellow of the flute and the rhythm of Srimati Radhika's lotus feet.
Yeah. They start dancing on our heart.
Jai ho, Gurudev. And then all the form and all the lila, everything is happening within the singing even.
Yeah.
I remember, Gurudev, when we were singing in the basement and when you were still in the basement, then many times we would sit there and just sing together, no talking, and just relish, each other's feelings in that singing, in that glorification, in these feelings.
Now they give me a small room. I become gatekeeper, so we have no big space.
No, we have no more so much singing. But I always feel, when I feel your relish, when the kirtan is going on outside, then also some drop comes to me.
Two places. Mahamantra of my Gurudev here and outside Kirtan in Radha. So 2 years in two places.
Yeah, that is the only safe way, Gurudev.
No way out.
They come together here and they go into the heart and they dance in our hearts.
Mahamaya is very heavy.
Oh my God.
Many way to enter. So 10 directions she can come. We have to give it. Nitai is protecting from 10 directions. Andare Nitai, Bahare Nitai. All directions. He protects us. Our Gurudev is protecting us. This is his mercy.
That is so true, Gurudev. But I also have to place myself at the lotus feet. I cannot run away.
This is not my mistake. This is the Mahamaya energy is playing that.
He also does good service, Gurudev.
Very nice. Krishna give this responsibility to anyway catch everyone, not leave anyway, to catch in Maya. Our protection only in the lap of Radhika. We are not protected if we not take the shelter of God. Because Mahamaya cannot enter there. Only one place is there in the center of Rasika, Krishna, Mahamaya, not both.
Ma.
Because he is worried if her Dasi influence with Mahamaya, then there is no place for me, no help is for me. So he never disturbed who is in the shelter of Radha. Prabhupada writes in last line of Bhagavad Gita. Only when you take shelter of pleasure giving potency, you become normal. Without that, we are abnormal. Because
We are always pig pog.
big Mahamaya, sometimes we want to be devotee, Mahamaya. Without taking shelter of pleasure giving potency, we cannot be a normal.
So yes, we need to take shelter of Srimati Radhika and of her kirtan and her glorification and all her katha, so that our hearts become in our normal position. Srila Thakur Mahashai promulgated, he invented the tune called Gharana Hati, and thus revealed such an attractive science of song or singing that it astonished the most saintly audience who either saw or heard it and caused their hearts to melt.
Yeah.
We know even at that time when he was singing in the great festival with Janavama and so many devotees right after disappearance of Nitai Gauranga, they appeared in the kirtan. That was how he was singing.
Yeah.
Mm. That's what we need, this kind of kirtans, where we feel that they are coming and melting our hearts. And Srila Thakur Mahashai here reveals the desire to always be absorbed in the glorification of this Lila Ras. And then he utters his second prayer, Yugala Kishora Pran. Shri Shri Radha Mohan are the self of the selves, or the supreme self. They are the naturally dearer than the dearmost to everyone. The soul or the self is the object of everyone's love. And it is only because of the contact with the soul that one loves the body and the home and the wife, the children and life. Although Shri Krishna is naturally dearer to everyone than the self, still the conditioned souls that have been averse to him since time beginningless and whose hearts are polluted by illusion do not experience this. When one takes refuge or shelter of the path of devotion and becomes favorable to Krishna, this dearness will be realized according to one's stage of advancement. So because we are not in our natural position, as Gurudev was just explaining, now unfortunately his internet broke out, but maybe he will come back. Yeah. So naturally, Jai Ho, you are back, thank you. I will repeat, Gurudev, such a beautiful sentence. When one takes refuge of the path of devotion and becomes favorable to Radha Mohan, their dearness will be realized according to one's stage of advancement. The loving devotees experience Sri Radha Mohan as millions of times dearer than their own self. The great loving devotee, Srila Narottam Das Thakur, is Sri Radha Rani's beloved maidservant, and Sri Radha Mohan is dearer to him than millions of hearts. And that is why he says, Yugala Kishora Pran. So that's interesting how Baba is explaining here. First of all, we are averse, we are against, we are in Mahamaya, we are against divine or anything interested. We are not interested in God even. We are not interested in listening. But then when one takes refuge of the path of devotion, or let's say even more broad, the path of love, then one becomes favorable. And then one can realize, the soul will realize that the Supreme Soul, or my Supreme Swamini, my Ishta Devi, is more dear to me than myself even. And then according to our advancement, we will feel it, right, Gurudev? Sometimes we don't feel not much because we are in Mahamaya. But more we become closer to Srimati Radhika's lotus feet, to our Guru Varga, to our Vaishnava Seva, then we understand this is my life. I have nothing else than that. And then comes the Radha Bhakta. The great loving devotee, Srila Narottam Das Thakur, is Sri Radha Rani's beloved maidservant, and Sri Radha Mohan is dearer to her than millions of hearts. And that's why he says, Yugala Kishora Pran. So Gurudev, when I'm still in that ping pong, I'm more far away, right? I'm far away. I'm drifting here and there. But when I come closer, and if I come more closer and more closer, I will feel that Radha and Mohan are my life and my soul and the soul of my soul.
Right.
That's why Narottam Das Thakur says, Pratana Koribo Abhilash. The devotional service of the divine pair is what I most pray and yearn for. Pratana Koribo Seva Naratamadas. We hear it in many songs, this Pratana Koribo Seva. I desire service. I desire that, to become feelingly connected to Radha and Mohan. And first, I want to become feelingly connected to my Gurudev, to my Vaishnavas, because they are already having feelings. And yes, Gurudev?
If I cannot feel material living person, how I can feel my Gurudev, a spiritual person? I have no feeling for my Gurudev, how it will go? Feeling has to grow. Feeling growing is a spiritual life.
Right. If I don't feel anything for anybody, how can I feel for the divine? How can I feel for my spiritual guide, for my spiritual family? I have to live in the feelings, and I have to, even though it's often painful also, we all know it, but we cannot live in this world just to avoid the pain. We have to be open for also the pain of love, the pain of separation. This all makes the heart softer and melt. That's why you always say, Gurudev, go into relation, live in relation, be personal, and help each other in relations.
Manmohan is master in this.
Huh?
Our Manmohan, he is
Yes, our Manmohan. He is also helping people to learn how to relate and to be personal and feeling. We need all devotees we all need to develop our feelings, also our trust and open-heartedness, not to run around like a stone. And then we can also feel for our Gurudev, for our Vaishnavas, for Radha Mohan. So, and then especially when we become like Thakur Mahashai, Radharani's beloved maidservant, then Yugalap Kishora Pran, I feel they are my heart and my soul. I want to always live together with them. I always want to be in their lavanya, in their, I want to be only little grass, but I want to be trampled by Srimati Radhika's lotus feet. This is the feeling of this, desire of connection. And here Baba says bhakti means service or seva.
no seva not happening.
Without relation, no seva, Gurudev.
No seva. And without seva, I will not get the mercy, because mercy comes through seva.
Yes, mercy comes through seva.
Radha.
The service of the beloved is the devotee's object. He's always looking. We are always looking for the object of the service of the beloved. For the devotees, devotional service means happiness, and everything else is misery. Without service, the world is empty. I'm living in my senses, and, we all know what that means. But if service becomes alive, like Gurudev says, if all our relationships become the mirror of the service to our Srimati Radhika, then all relationships are in service. It's not separated anymore. Especially, Baba says, those who render service in Manjari Bhav are wholly dedicated to service. Jai Ho! Service is their very life sustenance. And they are always immersed in desires for service. Why is this so? Because everywhere, wherever I look, I always see you, right, Gurudev? Wherever I look, I see always you. And I want to serve you in every soul, in every person that comes through my door, day and night. That is your keep a service, Gurudev. You are fully in this charan service. You see all the feet of the Vaishnavas and you serve them. That is on, sadhaka level. We serve all the Vaishnavas. We serve Shri Gurudev. We want to feel their feelings. We want to feel their desires. We want to somehow make it so dear to us that how can I connect? How can I feel them everywhere? How can I hear them everywhere? How can I smell them everywhere? How can be all my senses overwhelmed by the love and the memory of all these divine impressions that I have? And we all have impressions. We all love Gurudev. We all want to serve. But how can I go deeper in this, and how can I become? That is something that happens also in time. And here, Narottam Das Thakur, there is one beautiful prayer now from his heart for Manjari to Srimati Radhika. And that is so sweet. I love this. This is from one of his songs. It's called a book. It's called Pratana Gitika. It's filled with wonderful prayers for Sri Radha Mohan's service. And now he has prayed to Srimati Radhika. Praneshwari ebara karuna koramare dashanite trinadari anjali mastake kari he janani vedana kare priya sahachari sange seva kariborange ange vesha koribeka sage. It's a long song. I won't sing it all, but I will read the translation. O Queen of my heart, Praneshwari, Queen of my heart, be kind to me this time. I'm holding a straw between my teeth and keeping my hands folded on my head. I pray to you. I will blissfully serve you along with your dear girlfriends, dressing your limbs. Please, keep me among your beloved companions for this service to your lotus feet. See? Also, like Gurudev said for 10 minutes ago, we want to go along. Keep me with all your friends so that I can get a little bit remnant of service, a little drop. Can I just see how they do it? And will they give me a chance also? And what do I want to do? I want to serve you joyfully with fragrant sandalwood pulp, jeweled ornaments, and silken garments. I want to dress you. I want to put nice cloth on your beautiful body. It's not that the body does need any beautification, but the cloth will be beautified by being on your beautiful limbs. The silken kanchuli, the silken top will be beautified by being on your body. And may I always stay in the company of your maidservants. On their indication, I will fill up a jeweled pitcher with scented water, and I will bring camphor-scented betel leaves, garlands of cloves and jasmine, and different matchless sweets to Lalita, so that she can serve the divine pair with these things. See? It's not even I am giving it directly. I will stand behind all of the greater servants and I will pass it to them and they will pass it to her and she will give it to her until Lalita Saki will give to Srimati Radhika. For example, this is in his song here, in her song. And Narottam says, may I thus once stand behind the Sakis, awaiting orders on the divine pair. O Praneshwari, Kobe more hobe kripa diti. Agyaya anya kobe. Vivida pulavada. Shunibo vachana duhumiti. When will I get your merciful glance? When will I, on your order, bring different kinds of flowers and hear your sweet words? I will decorate you with mask, tilak, and a stripe of sindura. I will anoint you with fragrant sandalwood pulp, and I will string a garland of malati flowers that will make the bumblebee run towards it. Lalita kobe more, vijana deabo, vijabo marutamande, shamadala sakala, mitabo duhu kalevara, heravo parama. Narattamadasa Ashapada Pankaja. When will Lalita give me a fan with which I can softly fan them, drying up the sweat drops from their bodies? I will see all of this in topmost ecstasy. Narottam thus hopes that he can drink the sweet juice of service to their lotus feet. But alas, oh my goddess, I don't see no signs that such a blessed day is going to come when I can see these two with my own eyes. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. May this matter always remain in my heart. Radha and Krishna, the monarchs of my heart, are my shelter in this life and in the next. Those who have become the eternal associates of the divine couple, having become overwhelmed with their mutual blissful love, these sakis and manjaris are the necklaces around my neck. May this matter, maybe this subject, this feeling always remain in my heart. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, my dears. Now Gurudev dropped out again. But I think also the time maybe has passed. Is it already 2 o'clock, Labanga Latika? I have no time here.
Yes, 8 minutes.
More 5 minutes. Yeah.
Jai Ho! So then I'm waiting for your feelings. Exchange some love, please.
My dear Suniti, Radhe Radhe, you always touch my heart. You're so enthusiastic to share with us everything what is in your heart. And I appreciate this so much. Thank you so much, my dear Didi.
Thank you so much. You are the appreciation. I mean, you are the artist that inspires all of us with all your beautiful pictures and the feelings that come from your heart on the canvas. And we are lucky today that Gurudev came. Otherwise, I feel also like a dry, hard sponge. Some juice was coming from Gurudev. We were missing him for like 3 or 4 days. I don't know. It seems like forever. No? See, even Raja Biharini came, Kevala Bhakti came, all came. Because they were so eager to listen Gurudev Katha. We were hoping every day, will he come today? Yes. Alone, it is also not so nice. No? We need each other. We need each other feelings and smiles and happy faces. Otherwise, every day can be so dry. We think, oh my God, where are all my little sakis, my friends on the way? We have to go together. We never go alone. Right? We are always in a very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful collective desire. And Prema Bhakti Candrika is also there. She's in complete ecstasy. Radhe Radhe. So, my dears, thank you. I also saw Radha Shakti Das. Are you still there with us? Radhe, and Papa's also there. Dandavats. And Ramani Priya, Radha Kripa Kataksh, Sundaram. Radhe Radhe to you, and also our dear.
Radhe.
There you are. Kanaya is there. Yes, yes.
I just wanted to say that I love very much to come in Prema Bhakti Candrika reading because of you and your feelings. You have very beautiful way to express your emotions, actually. You know, even if it's sometimes mixed with philosophy, your expression is so attractive, actually. And doesn't matter what you are saying, just coming from you, these feelings, and for me personally, is very inspired, you know. It's
you are so kind.
Just, no, it's really like this. Just to say something about Radhika, even if you say in a very simple way, is attractive. Actually, we don't need some big words, just with feelings to say, look, this Radhika cherry lips and her blue eyes or whatever, you know. You just dive in meditation, you know, just to look Radhika. She is immediately appear in our mind, in our heart, and that's the point. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Radha Kripa Kadaksh. Your words coming from the heart of a poet, it means a lot to me. And I pray that even though you see everything where there's nothing, my friend says, one of my girlfriends says, you see everything where there's nothing. I like it. She said that actually to Gurudev last week. It was, you know, who was this? This was our Jadurani, Shyamarani from America. She said, she wrote a message to Gurudev, and I remembered. You see everything where there's nothing. That is your Mahatma heart. This is your sweetheart. So that is the mercy of the Vaishnavas. They see and feel everything where there's nothing. So we can continue. And thank you for all of your love and all of your appreciation. I feel empty, and whenever I come together with you, some feelings are coming in my heart. This is the truth. This is the real truth. So you are my hope and my home and my family, and our Sangha is my one and everything. And I want to be there in life and in death so that we two together can serve Radha Mohan and our Gurudev, our Guru Manjari. So, Jai Shri Radhe, thank you, and see you soon.
Radhe Radhe Go.